I just got asked, Frank, how can I avoid probate in California? So here are some legal ways to avoid probate for your estate. So as a real estate agent and broker, I'm centered at dealing with real properties, homes, real buildings, assets like that, not necessarily accounts. But the first thing is if you own property, there's almost no reason not to have that property in a revocable living trust. So I can't think of a reason not to have your property in a living trust. I mean, there is some cost in setting that up. We just recently updated my family's trust. It is daunting, but at least the piece to get the home into a living trust, or as you buy and sell properties, they need to be put into your trust if you already have a trust. So just because you have a trust, you may need to add or subtract properties, but having a revocable living trust is the easiest way, and that's the way that property is going to avoid going through probate. Next one is another, to be real easy, is when you buy a property, and this is maybe usually for a husband and wife, where you take title as joint tenants. We just call it joint tenants in common. The title or escrow officer will definitely help you with these decisions. But that way, the property set up so if the property, if one of the if the husband or wife pass away, the property automatically reverts to the surviving spouse. So usually, most of us probably do that. Some of us may not, right? So sometimes I've seen where people bought the properties that maybe they weren't married yet, so they bought the properties as two individuals, and then years later they get married, and years later they never think about it, and maybe there's other family members, and so having a joint tenancy will solve a lot of problems, and that's an easy one. Another one I haven't seen used too often is what we call a transfer on death certificate, where the property will on death of the owners, it automatically transfers title to one or more owners. I had one where it transferred immediately to 6 owners. That was kind of a nightmare. A trust would have been much better, because in order to set up this transfer upon death, you're probably going to be paying an attorney to do it. If you're paying an attorney, you might as well pay him to set up a living trust. My opinion. I'm not a lawyer. My opinion. And for all these, you should be talking to an attorney. The next two aren't so much where we have real property, but just with accounts. Again, it's similar to a transfer upon death. So you have accounts that are set up as payable upon death, or you just have other beneficiaries on the account. So upon death, there's other surviving beneficiaries that have full control. So that's the fourth way. And also there's the final way is there's been some recent changes in California law for small estates. So if there's not a lot of value, somewhere around under 200,000, it's still a probate process, but it's a much streamlined process. So, quick answer again, for real properties, for homes, for investment properties, having the property in a revocable living trust for sure is the best way. If you got if you got spouses, having joint tenancy, and you could have more than one of these as backups. So if you got questions on avoiding probates, definitely reach out to an attorney. Give me a call. I can at least get you started in the right direction, and have a great day. Bye-bye.